Real quick before we get started, we got something really cool we want to tell you about.
Voidmonster.org is a website started by the Magic the Gathering artist Forced Email that drops new TCG-inspired accessories and apparel every month.
The latest drop is the Platinum Star Drop, and it looks absolutely incredible.
The drop features a playmat, a deck box, card sleeves, and a hoodie.
Pre-orders only have a week-long period and are going until April 5th at 12 p.m. Pacific time.
So use our link in the description to pick up the Platinum Star Drop before it's too late.
Now let's get into the video.
Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're joined by Zabracus for some cEDH.
Hi, yes, hello. I am Zabracus. I'm a content creator of all trades. You can find me on your favorite social media networks making silly Magic the Gathering content and sometimes cosplay content because I am a professional cosplayer. Today, I am cosplaying as someone who knows how to pilot a cEDH deck. We'll see if that works or not.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out on Patreon to support us directly and get awesome extra perks like being able to submit your own deck for us to play on the channel at the $100 tier.
So we have Cam on Dan Vega's Mega Money Quiz, Zabracus on Captain Zabc4 Weatherlight Weirdo, Nate's on TYMNA THRASIOS, and I'm playing EZIO and LURRUS Dreams and Nightmares, a list submitted by our patron Kawaja.
Please pick a number 1 through 10 to determine my stickers for this game.
7.
3.
2.
So it's these 3 stickers. We found all of the bad ones, so we got 4.
Any pre-games?
None here.
Zab, thanks again for being here. Really happy to have you.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Cam's up first, right?
All right, I'll get a draw. City of Brass. Cast a Lion's Eye Diamond.
Uh-oh.
Pass a turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Dylan's heart rate spiked. Second.
Play a Misty Rainforest. Pay a life, tap, sack it going down to 39. Search for a Bayou and pass.
Draw. Ooh, nice. Command Tower. Soul Ring. An Arcane Signet. I will pass.
Draw card. My start's a little boring. City Brass, pass.
Tap my City of Brass and go to 39 on your end step and cast a Worldly Tutor, which is not going to get a Treasonous Ogre, weirdly enough.
Cast Flusterstorm on the Worldly Tutor. Go to 39.
Good one, yeah. All right, Worldly Tutor's countered, so we'll go to my turn then.
Not getting a Treasonous Ogre. Yeah, getting something else that makes enough mana to cast Etali. You won't trick me. You won't trick me.
Saw right through that. Damn it. All right. I'll get a draw. Tapped Mystic Peak and pass.
End step, Vampiric Tutor.
Damn it. Yep, I'm good. I'm good with Vampiric Tutor.
Pay 2 life and go down to 37. Find a secret card that none of you will know what it is. Untap, upkeep, draw the secret card. A Forbidden Orchard, a Soul Ring, Forbidden Orchard for whatever. Cam, you can have a spirit.
Thank you.
Play Relic of Legends. I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, I will draw. Play Rejuvenating Springs. Cast an Esper Sentinel. Cast a THRASIOS. Then I will pass.
Untap, draw card, play Scrubland, and cast Taru. Go to 38 off of the city.
Dibs?
Ooh, I like cards.
See, oh man, I was gonna give it to Nate actually because Zab, you Vampiric Tutored, and Cam is always 1 card away from an Etali, and Nate was doing the least, but now Nate has an Esper Sentinel?
If I told you that I tutor for the Soul Ring, will that make you like me more?
Maybe. Can you tell me how many cards you have in your hand?
4.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, Zab, you're our guest. Yeah, you can have the card draw. I'll target you.
Yes, I will draw a card.
And me too. When you do, I have a trigger to make a tap treasure.
You don't have to put this in, but I like having an out for when we don't know what the correct decision is.
Give
Just
it to the guest.
The guest takes it, yeah.
For entertainment, I don't know. Cast Mox Amber, and Nate, you can draw.
Thank you.
Pass my turn, 4 in hand.
I'll get a draw. Bloodstained Mire, crack it. Go to 38. Find the Taiga. Desperate Ritual?
Uh-oh.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
You may draw.
I also get a Tower trigger when Nate draws, make a tap treasure. I'm sure this is Etali if you have something that only counters an instant or sorcery, maybe, but if not, wait, I'm not sure.
I'm going to force a negation. Pitching Snap.
In response, lose a life. Going to 37, I'll cast Veil of Summer. I get a draw. 3 red mana then. Imperial Recruiter with this 3 mana. I'll get a Blank Goblin. Pass the turn. Maybe there's a world where like I'm supposed to just like hold on to the Veil of Summer just so that way when I do try to actually go to Etali again next turn, I can try to be protected.
I got to imagine you don't have another land in your hand because if you did, you could guarantee Etali next turn just by like having 4 lands and the Lion's Eye Diamond because this way you guarantee an Etali next turn because you have the Sticker Goblin plus Lion's Eye Diamond.
If I had a land, I definitely would find Treasonous Ogre, but because I don't have a land, it's just the Sticker Goblin that's easier to get.
Or if you had a land in hand, you just like let the Desperate Ritual like get countered, and then you pay your 4th land drop next turn and have Lion's Eye Diamond.
And just that's a chunky.
So I think this tells us that all of the other cards in your hands are spells.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Underground Sea for land. Do we think this is safe to try?
Oh no, definitely not. Don't try it.
We're gonna try it. All right, I got the Soul Cauldron.
Is it Esper Sentinel?
I will not pay.
I'll draw.
It's a tower trigger for me.
See, this works out for everyone. I get a Cauldron, you guys get cards.
I will pass on this. I'm so sorry to say, but I don't have anything that can stop this in my hand.
I'm going to force will it, pitching Flusterstorm, 39.
I've been saying a lot of things that make Nate feel like he is afraid and must counter spells. Cam will realize that soon in the gameplay.
In response, Dylan, you can have a spirit this time.
Yahoo!
Ertai to counter.
Ertai will resolve, so I draw a card.
I will pass, assuming that there was no other responses to anything else in Agatha's does resolve.
Untap, upkeep, I will draw. I'll play Scalding Tarn as my land for turn.
Do we think that Dylan talked everyone into interacting with everyone else so that he could just win on his turn now that he has ad nauseam mana?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'll pass the turn.
Go to my turn.
Okay.
Draw a card. Play an Ancient Tomb.
That makes ad naus worse.
Cast a Cabal Ritual.
That makes ad naus way better.
That's for Sentinel.
You can draw.
Thank you.
Tap treasure from a Taro. Cabal Ritual, okay?
Yep, good with me.
Anyway, here's Ad Nauseam. Lose 2 from the Ancient Tomb and sacrifice a treasure. Going to 36.
We're going to do this the hard way. A Mind Break Trap.
Hard casting.
Hard casting, Mind Break Trap.
Yep, yeah, that's all I had. Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping that the Force of Negation, the Flusterstorm, and then Force of Will. This is Exiled. Damn, I really thought after Nate had gone through all those counterspells, like, there's no way that he's got another. He already used 2 of them, and he pitched another one to the Force. What are the odds? But he kept a very good interactive hand because Nate is a good player. So, oops, I tried my thing. Anyway.
Nate's hand was great. Card advantage, mana, and
counterspells.
Ton of counterspells, yeah.
Tap City of Brass for mana, go to 35, sack a treasure, and I will cast EZIO. I will pass my turn.
Nobody get to less than, what, 10 or something? What is it?
Yeah, player. If it deals combat damage to a player, I can pay Rubric. If that player has 10 or less life, they lose the game.
Okay, all right. Now I'm really glad I didn't get Treasonous Ogre. All right, draw for turn. Now I'm really sad I didn't get Treasonous Ogre because I drew the land.
You did draw the land.
Cast a blank goblin, which is going to attempt to be a misunderstood goblin.
Is that 4? What is that?
4.
Should I counter this too?
Yeah.
God, I wish.
That makes 4. You know what 4 plus 3 is? I'll sacrifice Lion's Eye Diamond and discard this Electro Duplicate in my hand. That's a chunky. So we get an ETB trigger. I flipped into a Heat Shimmer.
Oh, damn it. Culling Ritual. Holy shit.
Formidable Speaker.
Ragavan.
I would like to cast... Fuck it. 4 spells.
Yeah.
That's for Sentinel trigger.
Wow. Do I want to pay?
If you give him the draw, it's 1 more treasure for me, which means 1 more mana for you because it'll get blowed up because it's tapped and I can't crack it.
That's true.
I don't want to be talked into giving him a draw. I would like to pay a life and pay for Esper Sentinel. Heat Shimmer goes on the stack targeting Etali, followed by Formidable Speaker, followed by Ragavan, followed by Calling Ritual.
Swords of Polish here targeting Etali.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So Etali gets exiled. I gain 7. So I'll go up to 43.
Culling's next. I'll sack my treasure for a blue.
Tap Agatha's to exile the Electro Duplicate.
Everything that costs 2 or less gets destroyed. All right, so here's Ragavan and a Formidable Speaker. I have no cards in hand, so I cannot discard to go search for a creature. Heat Shimmer fizzles. Pass the turn. That also really sucks, but I think the biggest thing that sucks is that Formidable Speaker doesn't actually do anything here besides be a 2/4 that maybe is gonna let me Mana Filter.
Although it does feel like even though you got stopped for like a 3rd time this game, it did put everyone else behind. The culling was very helpful at like getting the Agatha Soul Cauldron off the field, getting all of Nate's mana and card advantage off the field. So like it was good, but like you're hellbent, you crack your lines of diamond.
Yeah.
It really just buys you a couple more turns to die slowly for you.
Maybe we should be letting more Etali's resolve. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Dylan, you can have another spirit.
No.
Cast Mothering Tithe.
I'm going to crack my Scalding Tarn here.
He's got more
I
counter
don't like
spells.
No, I don't. That is going to resolve. I'm just doing this now. I'm going to get a tap, Watery Grave.
Cool. I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep. I will draw.
Do you pay the 1?
Nope. March Slides is my land for turn. Cast TYMNA. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw card. You can have a treasure.
Yay.
Polluted Delta. Pass my turn.
Untap and get a draw. You can have a treasure.
Yay.
Nate, I'm gonna come at you with this Ragavan that I have.
I'm going to let you get through.
Before damage is dealt, I am going to sack 2 treasures.
Yes.
Orcish Bowmasters. Bowmaster trigger? I'm gonna kill the Ragavan.
This Ragavan is dead and back in your graveyard. Well, I'm gonna make a treasure anyway. Here's a Strike It Rich.
Nice.
Lose a life down to 42. Make a second treasure. Pass.
And so I'm just going to fetch again. I'll shuffle up and you can go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Scalding Tarn for land. Play Sisay.
I should have responded to this Sisay cast. I'll tell you why in a little bit.
Pay life, tap sack. 36. Blue, white. I think I'll pass.
Untap. Okay, I'll draw.
I get a treasure.
You get a treasure. Guy's Cradle is my land for turn. I'll go to combat. I'm going to attack Dylan for 2.
No blocks.
I gain 2. I'll take 1. My second main. I'm 38. I'll draw.
Do you pay?
No.
Bowmaster's trigger 2. Kill the Imperial Recruiter.
Boom.
THRASIOS. Pass.
Fetch this polluted delta in your end step. Go to 32. Is that okay?
For now.
She might have that oppo. Shit.
I think she's playing fucking Ashiok. Volcanic Island. Some Sisay lists play them now, and I like don't normally play around it, but I don't know. I'm gonna step. I'll cast Gifts Ungiven. Go to 30.
I will respond.
Fuck! You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Don't do this.
Oh my god.
Who gets a spirit this time? Cam, you can have one. I'll activate Sisay.
2 mana. Worldly Tutor. I'm getting Watching Tongue to the top.
Sisay, trigger back on the stack. We'll grab Ashiok.
So gifts still like resolves, I guess. And then I can't do anything. Okay, go to my turn. I sort of saw this coming a little bit too late. I didn't think of it at first because my Sisay list, or at least at the time, didn't play Ashiok. I actually put it in because of this game. But as I was doing, I was like, do I just do nothing and waste the whole turn cycle in hopes that like she doesn't have the Ashiok or something? Or do I just like jam into it? And this way, at least like she has to waste a search on an Ashiok that doesn't give her any pips and doesn't progress her from winning the game, because Zab is like really quickly moving ahead in a positive direction for Sisay. So I decided to just like jam, and if she's got it and she wants to use it, she has it, and so be it. But I should have responded with the Gifts Ungiven to the Sisay when she put it on the stack, thinking that, oh, once Sisay is in play, the mana will be there so that she can activate that. And so I should have just done this earlier. Untap, upkeep. Here's Snapcaster Mage. Nope, that wasn't it. Here's Ancient Tomb for another 2. Go to 28. Cast Felwar Stone, almost a land.
I missed my Smothering Tithe.
I won't pay for a Smothering Tithe.
Yay, treasure.
I'll spend 4 mana on EZIO.
You betio.
Lose life with the City Brass there. Go to 27. 1 left in hand. I will pass my turn. It's a stinker.
Here we go.
Do you pay the tithe?
Oh, you can have the tithe. Metamorphosis, sacrificing blank goblin. Make 4 red, 7, go to 41, 8, 9, and I'll cast Etali. We get an ETB trigger.
You get a Watching Tongue.
Skull Clamp for me.
Teferi, who slows the sunset.
And a Force of Vigor. I gotta cast the Force of Vigor on Smothering Tithe and the Relic. I have a Skull Clamp, Wan Shi Tong, and then it's a Fairy who slows the sun. I'm gonna cast 4 spells. So Teferi comes in with 4 counters on him. Wan Shi Tong comes in. Skull Clamp comes in, and then Force of Vigor to destroy those 2 things that Zab already put into her graveyard. Okay, great.
The Force of Vigor hitting the Relic is really great, and also obviously hitting the Smother Tithe is great, but the damage, I'm afraid, may be done, so I don't know. We'll see if it's enough.
This was my last window. It does seem like now everyone is completely out of interaction, and because I flipped into Force of Vigor and not Heat Shimmer there, like I'm not getting another opportunity. I'm out of mana here too, so.
Yeah, but you tried. You got interacted with a lot. We all kind of did.
This was a really tough game for Etali. This was like a 4th attempt at a push and finally didn't get stopped and just couldn't get there this time.
Yeah, maybe Etali fucking sucks.
Dude, I'm
starting to think.
I'm starting to think we should talk about how some of my other games went and how they've been going.
Now or the podcast?
No, the podcast. We can save that for the podcast.
Talk about how maybe
like,
Etali sucks.
It's like a quarter of a topic of just like don't. It shouldn't be your only deck.
Yeah. It should be your only deck. Yeah, it really is gambling. It's like putting it all on red. If you get lucky a couple games in a row, it's insane. If you don't,
I mean, it's so great for my personality because I'm very addictive. Like if there's something that resembles gambling, I will get hooked to it very easily. I think booster packs is the same way, right?
Yeah.
So like Etali's very addicting to me, but at the same time, sometimes like you just have to know when to step back and go.
You ever
I need to make a little bit more money before I can spend it all.
Is there any world where like scroll rack or like things like that where you set up your own shit a little bit more? Is that something? This is again podcast stuff, but I wonder if there's a world where like maybe mid range is the way. Maybe you just like set up for an insane Etali rather than a fast one. I don't know. For later, for the podcast.
+1 to Fairy. I go up to 43 and I untap Taiga. Disable tap. Move the combat. I'll swing Formidable Speaker over at Ashiok.
Block with the Orc Army.
Sweet.
So this will die.
Skull Clamp on my 1/1 Spirit, which will kill it. And I will draw 2 cards, triggering Bowmaster twice.
I will boop Wan Shi Tong. There's no other 1/1. I guess there's a 1/1 Spirit. I can just nuke.
A Teferi too. I get your Teferi.
Yeah, I'll target the Teferi.
Back down to 4. Pass after that then.
Upkeep, draw. Cast a Lotus Petal. Enduring Vitality. To someone get to Spirit. You know what, Nate? You can have a Spirit. You have it.
Thank you.
And I'll activate Sisay. Grab Tyvar. Tap 5 creatures. Activate Sisay. Grabbing Selvala. +1 Tyvar. To untap, doesn't really matter. Tap it again to activate Selvala. 5. So activating Sisay. This time we grab Iris. Tap Iris to untap Selvala and Sisay. Sure. Tap Sisay to tap Selvala. Selvala now taps for 6.
I think she still taps for 5 because the blue was the only
Well,
addition.
Sisay, oh yeah, I already had blue. You're right. Well, this time, Marvin. Now we have the untap tap loop. Woo! So Marvin now has all the activated abilities of all creatures, and so it will essentially become an extra Iris. So I can tap Iris to untap 2 other things, and then I can retap Selvala, get more mana.
Because it can make that with Enduring Vitality. It's Enduring Vitality and Tyvar together that's letting Selvala just tap for
haste.
green mana with haste.
Tap Iris to untap these, and so it's like a permanent untap loop between those to create infinite mana. With 1,000,000 mana, activate Sisay a few more times to grab Mount Doom, and then just ping you all to death.
Yeah, good game.
Nice, good
job.
game.
Very
Good game.
good. Great win, Zab. Really showing me how Sisay gets it done. I feel like I cannot win with this deck recently, and she made it look so easy. I also want to say that Nate interacted with the board a lot, which was great. It kept us all alive. Nate didn't win that game. Just want to point that out.
He did not recover from Culling Ritual in the same way that Zab did. Like, Zab said, I don't care about that because I have a Smothering Tithe and you can get right back into this.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas, like, Nate's whole hand was on the board or in the graveyard from already interacting at that point. He shouldn't have countered an Etali. I guess that's really what it was. He shouldn't have done that.
He never countered Etali. He countered the Desperate Ritual.
He shouldn't have done that.
He swords to plowshares the Etali.
Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. He lost the game.
I think also Sisay really showing in this game how inevitable the deck is. Just like the inevitability is the main thing the deck has. Is like you can interact and interact and interact, and eventually Sisay is still just going to win the game because Sisay is the win. Sisay can find the win. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like our $100 patrons.
Abyss AA, E4 cards and more, Red, Finks MTG, Wandering Around, Mike H, Tom Bieber, Cumulative Upkeep MTG, Nathan Cohen, Mr. Jerby, Yoki Toad, Penguin Man 0089, David Newman, Johnny Denver Omelet, Rocky Hall, Pet Fire, Spengler, Larceny Roars, Joe Boy Blue, Sparky B, S.E. Phillip, Bolden Groupie, Zach Hartley, Big League Banjo, Reactive, Sean on the Ice, The Works 472, Gabriel Garrett, Mace T.S., Luke Cook, Connor Sipon, Joshua Day, Demon of Rosgrease, Peter Stewart, Corner Wild, Uncle Butts, Duke Luke, Quaj A. Hamid, Scott Hawk, and Baby G-Buzz.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Thanks, Dragon Shield, for supporting the show. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off.
You can follow us on the internet for more content.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Should talk about the $50 patrons too. All of them. David Canupi, Bob Russell, David Morrow, Devin Morrow, Ruby Supreme, Willow2998, Turtle99, Rick, Sharticus, Nick Saucy, Max McCumber, Meta, Ben Finelli, Jason Brooks, Safarius, Sarcastic, Mystic Muffin Man, Zachary Coulson, Dalton Pooty, Jan Wildfang, Thomas Bueno, and David Nelson. I was thinking about how I probably messed up the first person's name, and then I messed up someone else's name. Yeah. First person's name was probably David Capoon. David Capoon, I think. Yeah, probably David Capoon. Thanks, David.
No, I'm smiling like a goober.
Yeah, we're goobing over here.
Yeah, look at this goob.
How do you stand when you sit like that?
How do I stand when I sit?